As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off and running from Tokyo. Returnable from the 2. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And that gives the Browns a first. Back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Escapes the pocket. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
Second and 10 now. Got him in. It's the jump. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Jackson now on 3rd.
Oh,
someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the
They
throw
was
and much
fucking
more
low
about
the ball already
crediting
down
the
to fucking
defense
10
who was
seconds.
ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Just call a fucking timeout. God damn. Fuck, do that shit every time you work damn bad.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six.
What the hell, man?
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Damn.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run.
How the fuck are you in,
Nelson
bro?
yard. That brings up second down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They send a man in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's Lamar. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they take him down right along the 30. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that gives them the first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Lamar throwing again. That's taken in by Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
That'll be the end of one in this AF.
With the score, Browns 7.
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And again, it's Jackson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And that play is brought to a halt, so you're going to say at the 5-yard line. Mitchell gets it from the gun. Has them the touchdown. The Dragons start to fight back for their first points of this game. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Tucker on to handle the kickoff.
Hit the light.
Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Another try following the sack. Finds a man right side. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Namdi Matabike making that stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dragons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Now, hang on a minute. I'm upset for this quarterback. They just declined that call, Brock.
Boy, if I was the quarterback who threw the incompletion and my coach declined it, I'd be right over there asking for an explanation and maybe his resignation.
Ooh. Trying down the middle with Henry. They get 2 on the run, and that brings up 2nd and goal from the 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henry. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Trying to run with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dragons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Dragons break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Oh, they let me grab it.
This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Great pass there from the rookie out of Georgia, and a new set of downs for him, too.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, It's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
To throw here on first down. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Japan. It's the Browns with 1st and 10. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From midfield on 2nd down. Stays in the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the
What do y'all
first
shoot?
over the
I
middle.
said.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a 21-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a 1st. He's dropping back to throw. Judy there to grab it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. From the 20 on 2nd down. Getting out to his left. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st. Touchdown, Cleveland. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Fucking
Receivers want the
annoying,
ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns tie things up at 14.
Grab a blitzer. Why are you playing on that shit, bro? He would have jumped on it because it's fucking Billy.
Bates has it all
playing
set
on
up.
him.
Here comes the kickoff.
Damn it, man.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Yeah.
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. He throws a bullet to the center. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
On first down, Jackson.
Oh my God, let me play it, bro.
Intercepted. Greg Newsome has it.
Well, that's now
Fucking play the ball, bro.
In a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback.
Ah,
you know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Catch is made down the right sideline. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. If the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the ball on the midfield stripe now after that big play. It's 1st and 10. One final shot before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Come on here, they still make me squat at this.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for Tokyo. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the first down pass set away by
that shit.
Could not beat the defender there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Working, bro. Come on. Supposed to be quicker hot route, bro.
Throwing again is Lamar. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Dragons take the lead right away in half number 2. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Chased out to his right. On the move, looking deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
You make it down.
Browns start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Hey,
Stacks on the extra point. And the Browns tie this game at 21.
Damn.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. He wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, fucking reason.
1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks across midfield.
Why would the touch him when I'm not fucking by him?
And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. A 19-yard pickup,
bro.
And that's going to move the chains. Handoff headed right to Henry. He's got room to roam here. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that'll give them a 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. But you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Going to the ground again on 1st.
That's on me.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. They give him 5 in total. Now it's going to be 4th and 1.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
And the receiver's going to take this
That's
one on the
fucking
jet
crazy.
sweep. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Staying on the ground with Ford. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. This time it's a passing play. This one is taken in by Tony. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go. Ford straight ahead. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to the air here.
Oh, why did y'all click? You still got the same fucking move.
And they can't
What the
jump to
fuck,
him,
man?
not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. A give up the middle to Ford. Into the second level past the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
From the red zone now. Headed out right. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Browns take a fourth quarter lead. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Boy.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Move on. Move.
Lamar now from the gun. Completed to Flowers. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down throw for Jackson. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Change it. Hey, middle.
2nd and 8. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down, here's Lamar. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. They are now set for 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. set this up quick.
Right the fucking ball.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dragons cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Setting up to pass. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
To throw.
Hey, they could be dirty anytime.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's bundled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw it. Gets this to Bateman. And he breaks the tie. That's your win this game, Brock. Touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Tucker on for the extra point.
That's why you freeform.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Dragons
That's
break
how
that tie and now lead by
That's
7.
why you. That's like that.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive.
Did I not just tell y'all outside? Like, are you serious? Still gave that shit up when I told y'all outside. Make it make sense now. Come on now. Get it together. Literally said outside. Play outside. What? Give up outside? Yeah, you got your balls.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. And this will not be caught. So their last chance heave to the end zone ends up on the ground. This game's over. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on
GG's in the
EA
chat.
Sports.
We out.
With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. The Dragons emerge as winners. As with that, we'll say sayonara from Tokyo.